Hey, what's up, guys? It's Ben. Today I'm coming at you with another video. This time I'm going to be reviewing the 1935 short film by Iwerks called Balloonland, otherwise known as, from what I understand, The Pincushion Man. I've just heard that, I just saw that floating around the internet as I was looking up stuff for this movie. This film only has 3 credited actors on it, and it's an animated film. It has Beatrice Hagen as one of the alarm babies, or as alarm babies. They very well could have used her for multiple different alarm babies, but that's what she's listed as, alarm babies. And then Leona Ledo, hopefully that's how you say her name, or sort of like it. She's also an alarm baby. And then Billy Bletcher, who he plays the Pincushion Man. I saw this movie on Nightmare Theater, which I really find to be an interesting show. It's a little cheesy. It's very Mystery Science Theater 3000-esque. I think particularly, though, I haven't watched actually much of any of the iterations, but I have heard of it, and it's a real interesting concept. I've just never gotten around to it, and it was kind of outside of my realm, like my, I guess, existence. The closest that I would probably get is occasionally catching Svengoolie. I probably didn't say that right, but Svengoolie. Actually, he was at a Comic-Con, kind of nearish me. Well, it was in Chicago. It was Comic-Con in Chicago, and so I thought about going to see that just because I'd heard his name and he was a little bit more. You know, that's the kind of interesting thing about me, is it's not necessarily the ones that are really, really famous. Like, although it'd be cool to meet The Rock, but that's because it's a WWE thing. Stuff like that, like big name celebrities, I'm kind of like, eh. But like with guys like him, I'm like, oh, I don't even really watch that show, but it'd still be kind of cool. But I don't normally. I just don't have that mentality. But anyways, I'm getting off track here. Nightmare Theater has a lot of different kinds of films and shorts and stuff like that patched together in this 2-hour show. Like I said, it's very Mystery Science Theater 3000, which I'm just going to start saying MST3K so that I don't trip over myself and fumble a whole bunch. But so it's esque of MST3K, and I think it's a fun time. And Baron Mondo Van Doren, if I remember that name correctly, that's his name. He's kind of the main host, and then there's Mittens, the werewolf, and then there's Al Sapo, and I can't remember his last name. But anyways, I find it to be an interesting show. It is horror-ish-esque, but not completely. There's a healthy amount of kind of science fiction, almost horror-ish crossover, and just movies that they say are bad. I don't necessarily always agree with that, but I like that they're showing these films that I've never heard of, and I just find it really interesting, and so I watch. And I saw this. I saw Balloonland, and I really liked Balloonland, and I think it's fun. I think it's really fun and well animated, and I think they did a great job with it. It was a very simple concept. It's only like 7 minutes long, less than, I think. And they did a very good job of encapsulating this universe, these characters, their motivations, and who these characters were. And then it was just a very simple story. It was like, these people, they have their life, they get warned, and then these 2 characters go out into the woods like they're not supposed to. They're like, be careful for the Pincushion Man, and one of the balloons was like, I'll twist his chin or something like that. And of course they didn't heed their advice, and then they get chased by the Pincushion Man. Luckily they get away, but then stupidity ensues. Not stupidity, but unfortunately, then the people from Balloonland are under a threat of the Pincushion Man. Anyways, it just was a really fun short film. The Pincushion Man was very menacing, and he was threatening, and I like these characters, and it was just very fun and whimsical and like balloon people and or balloon things in general. But I just really appreciate that concept. And I don't know because I wasn't around when it came out because it was 1935. I assume it wasn't filmed in color, but still, they could have. Well, actually, no, it could have been because it was animated. Not 100% sure on the process of that, but it was a really fun time of a movie, and I thought the voice actors were good, the director was good, and I really enjoyed watching it, and there was good sound that went along with it, and it really had a fundamental grasp on the story and what it wanted to tell, and I do really appreciate it. And I also appreciated watching it on Nightmare Theater because I like watching that show. Even though they're kind of a little goofy, it's all right. As I mentioned before with some of the actors, the alarm babies, those are really fun. I like those. They're alarm bells for the city, but they're just babies with bottles, but they're balloon babies with bottles, and you pull them out and then they start crying and alarm bells go off. And it's just kind of stuff like that. And you know how they blow people up, and kind of the atmosphere is very sway. Everybody's kind of swaggering around, and it's just got a very firm understanding of the universe and how it wants the audience to feel. It created a good menacing character in the Pincushion Man, and I thought they did a really good job with doing that. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Please like, comment what you thought of this video, comment what you thought of this movie if you can find it. Unfortunately, there are YouTube versions, but most of them I think are in 480p or lower. So that's kind of, watching it on the television, when I watched it on Nightmare Theater, it was a lot better than when I tried to rewatch it on YouTube. I will give you that, so just be wary. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Anyways, so please like, comment what you thought of this video, comment what you thought of this movie, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later.